Up. How y'all doing? Xbox got fixed today, but I won't be able to pick it up. Just my luck. Oh, that sucks, man. That's rough. I remember back in 2009, I believe it was, my Xbox 360 got the red ring of death. And that sucked big time because I got, because, like, I got the red rings of death, I think, in, like, September? Or October? No, I think it was October of 2009. And I didn't get my Xbox back until January of 2010, because, like, we shipped it off to Microsoft, and they were so slow getting my Xbox fixed that it took them 3 months to do it. I guess either because they just had so many that they needed to fix, or what, but they sent it off but we sent it off to Microsoft. It took them 3 months to get it back to me. And in the meantime, I got Halo 3 for Christmas. And I was like, that was the worst, because, like, I finally got Halo 3, which was a game that I had been wanting to play forever. Like, I had wanted that game since the moment I had seen the Halo franchise. And I'd played Halo 1 and Halo 2 at many friends' houses, but I never owned a Halo game up until that point. And, well, that's not specifically true. I did have Halo 1 on PC, but at the time I didn't have a PC. Because I used to have one, and then that PC died, and then my dad was tired of buying new parts, so he bought us an Xbox instead. So that console generation was, like, basically the only console that I've had. But yeah, I played Halo 3 on that. But I wasn't able to play it for, like, a month. I wasn't able to play it until, like, a month after Christmas or something like that. That was rough. Graphics got scalped. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, Engineer. That's rough. I mean, if my graphics card were to die, worst comes to worst, I could probably borrow my brother's graphics card for a bit, because he really only uses his PC for school and doesn't play on it very often. But yeah, trying to get any sort of PC parts at the moment right now without buying a whole new pre-built is kind of a pain. How am I not dead? Good question. So did Bill Gates take over your brain? I mean, I suddenly felt the urge to buy Microsoft Office the other day, so maybe it's working. But yeah, I did actually get vaccinated, for people who don't know. I got vaccinated on Tuesday, or at least I got my first dose on Tuesday. I'm not fully vaccinated yet. My second vaccination isn't until July 6th. thing expired, so I can't send it to Microsoft. So I sent it to a repair shop. I just hope that it lasts long enough so I could sell it when I go next gen. Fair enough. I mean, assuming you're even going to be able to sell it. I think that once things start going back to normal, at least as far as like people going back to work and so on, and people aren't spending so much time at home, the electronics industry might be able to start picking up a little bit with the or dealing with the shortage at least somewhat. Although the shortage, as far as I'm aware, is so extensive that the shortage of PC components and so on, and silicon is so extensive right now that they're setting up factories in the United States, but that probably won't be ready to go for a minimum of 5 years. Setting up a production line, especially one for electronics, setting up a production line in general is incredibly complex. Setting up a production line that will actually produce working products is, especially for a worldwide industry like that, is an immense undertaking. You got the DARPA gel inside you, Miles? Your soul will be trapped on this Babylonian system and after you're dead. Get it to a repair guy. Yeah, hopefully, Engineer, it's just like you have to reseat the, or you just have to take the guy just has to take the card apart and maybe like put some new thermal paste on it. That sucks though, man. I'm sorry. Who else aside for 2042? I'm cautious about Battlefield these days, especially after after the complete disaster that Battlefield 5 was. It definitely seems like they're trying to go back to the Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 days with 2042. Like, they're trying to make it more futuresque so that they can add in stuff without feeling constrained by modern warfare. Or by not repeating themselves and just remaking essentially another Battlefield 3. But I don't know. I'm very, very cautious. Steam futuristic too. Yeah, I suppose so for that time. But a lot has changed in the last 7 years. Because Battlefield was what, 2014? Or Battlefield 4 was what, 2014? I want to say it was 2014. Like 2014, 2015? There's no campaign. Honestly, I don't think that much was lost by them dropping the campaign, because Battlefield's campaigns in general, ever since Bad Company 2, they have yet to produce a campaign that was not mediocre, in my personal opinion. Like, none of those single-player campaigns were memorable. Like, they were all very bad, in my opinion. And not really worth the $60 that you were paying to get for them. Well, at least you have a laptop engineer as a backup. Alright, let's go ahead and swap on over here. All hope for DICE and EA. I mean, Battlefield 5, I think, was a comedy of errors, because it's not like DICE doesn't know how to make a good game. It's just that I think that they were forced into a really short development cycle. First of all, they're forced into a really short development cycle, combined with their attempt to pander to an audience that was never going to buy their game to begin with, and them trying to jam modern politics into a World War II setting, and just completely forsake the entire World War II setting in anything but name and look, or in equipment, I suppose. It was just a complete mess. Like, everybody was hoping for a World War II shooter. What we got was a modern shooter with a World War II quote-unquote skin on top of that. PUBG, Warface, and a couple of other games. I hope it doesn't suffer an identity crisis. But we'll see. Oh wow, I didn't realize that Collusion was able to get his hands on a 3080. Lucky him. I neither have the cash for that right now, nor do I have any real hope of getting a 3080 anytime soon. That being said, it's not like I'm in a bad position here. I've got a 2070 Super and a Ryzen 9 3900X. Like, I've got a beast of a processor. And I've got 32 gigs of high-speed memory. There's really not much for me to complain about right now. I'm not in a bad position. Like, my graphics card could be a little bit more powerful. It would be nice if I could get a 3080 in there. Or even, heck, I'd take a 3070. But as it stands right now, like, I don't feel like I'm in a bad spot. I haven't played this Concept 3 at all. People were saying that it was okay, but I wanted to give it a go. So, enough yapping, let's play some games. I don't know how long my 1080 will last. Well, I mean, if you can get your hands on a 3080, by all means do it. Because that card should last you a very long time. What I suspect is that I'm not going to be able to get my hands on a 3080 until after the next generation of NVIDIA GPUs come out. Assuming that they can finally meet the demand. Because NVIDIA created this problem for themselves by making the difference between the 20 series cards and the 10 series cards so low. Yeah, the cryptocurrency market collapsing would also be kind of nice, actually. That certainly has not helped things. Yeah, if the cryptocurrency market collapses, then GPUs should spike in availability. The backside. I mean, cleaning a PC is pretty simple. You get a compressed air can and you blow out the dust every once in a while, and make sure that there's just decent airflow through the PC. I mean, the more airflow, the better. But, like, I mean, my case is pretty old. It's so old. My case is old enough that it still has those, like, what are they, the 2.5 or 3.5 inch drive bays for, like, putting in a CD-ROM. And it's only from, like, 2017? But it's a full-size tower. Just because, like, I got a full-size tower because the previous medium-sized tower that I had was such a pain in the ass to build in and, like, do any sort of upgrade in that I threw that thing out the moment I had the opportunity. Nice. That was actually rather lucky that his fuel exploded. I'm gonna keep moving here.
We no longer have the advantage.
Ever played Factorio? Yeah, I have it. Factorio is really fun. It's just that my problem is that I'm not sure if I'm smart enough to actually, like, you know, take advantage of it. I'm a bit smooth-brained when it comes to building complex stuff. Well, I guess not, Vojo. Vojvo? How the hell do you even say that? I'm sorry, but my, is that Polish? I can't tell.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Really? I just bounced off a Puma. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's right, I can spot things. I forgot about that. Hooter! That's gotta be the Panther popping smoke that I fucked up earlier. Oh, hello. Go on, just turn side onto me. That's quite what I was looking for. Alright, well, time to move. Well, there's the Panther. Or a Sturmpanzer 4 and a Tiger. Whoops. The Sturmpanzer is dead. Alright, I gotta say, so far, impressions are good. I mean, if you're shooting at... Even if you're shooting at a high upper tier opponents here, this gun seems more than capable. Like, it's not the best gun at this tier by any means. It lacks... It's basically the same gun as the Comet. And it lacks APDS. But the AP rounds seem to be doing just fine, so... Oh, dang it. I didn't realize there was a Tiger right there. Play the Normandy event enlisted? No, not really. I wasn't particularly interested. Plus, I've been playing, I've been addicted lately to, Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront. Which is basically, the modern sequel to Men of War Assault Squad that I've been waiting for years and years now. It actually just released like an hour ago. But it's been in beta the last few weeks, like an open beta. But it is beautiful. It is everything that I wanted in a sequel. Much improved performance, full-on modding support. I am super excited to play it later. I even considered canceling the War Thunder stream, but I already asked people what they wanted to see. Oh, that's right. This thing can drop. It has 2 drops now. Can you show the turret wobble when driving at slow speeds? When I get the opportunity to play it next, yeah. Ooh. Somebody is angry. Oh god. He probably should have just left me alone, otherwise I wouldn't have seen him. But it is an actual sequel to Men of War? Yeah, basically. It's basically Men of War Assault Squad, but only currently the Eastern Front, built on the Call to Arms and 64-bit engine. Like, it is really, really good. Now you do need to have Call to... It's basically like an add-on DLC to Call to Arms. If you don't already have Call to Arms, you need to buy Call to Arms, but if you go to the Gates of Hell store page on Steam, they have a bundle there where you can buy the basic edition of Call to Arms, which is like $15, and Gates of Hell at the same time.
Attention to the designated...
You just crashed to the ground anyway. Yeah. Maybe he's just like 10 parallel universes ahead of me in terms of brain power. He's using 110% of his brain with that move. Is it worth a buy? Oh yeah, like if the beta was anything to go by the way, the beta was free. If the beta was anything to go by, then it should be fucking awesome. Like, it's so much fun. And there's so much potential there. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I'm just like, what the hell? It's like 31 US dollar, or well, for me it was like 31. Yeah, if you love Men of War, go buy it. It is a proper sequel. Now, the downside currently is that it's only the Eastern Front. So it's only US and or it's only Germany and USSR. But they're going to add more. They've already confirmed that they plan to add more modules in theaters. So Western Front, North Africa, Pacific, that sort of thing. But yeah, they already plan to do all that in the future. But they've taken their time and like, it was basically made by a mod team, from what I understand. Like Rob's mod, or like the guy from Rob's mod. Rob's himself is actually part of the development team. Like a bunch of really high level Men of War Assault Squad modders put this together. And it's been awesome to see, because it is a true love letter to the Men of War series, and it is so much fun. And because it's 64-bit, it actually runs decently well. Like on my system, I get well over 100 FPS in most battles. Like, it runs really well. Whereas Men of War Assault Squad 2 is a 32-bit game, and so it can only see 4 gigabytes of memory at maximum, and so it really can't take advantage of modern systems of modern hardware. Whereas Call to Arms 100% can. But yeah, it is fucking awesome. They've even got, like, they've got both the classic, direct control mode with like, third-person view, and then they've got, like, they've got, like, the Call to Arms first-person mode, and you can swap between them, and they're actually really, really useful in their own situations. Because you could effectively play Call to Arms as like a pseudo first-person shooter if you really wanted to. Call to Arms doesn't go that in depth. It still sticks to the strategy game part, but it gives you options. Nice, man. I had to back up and use the extra gun depression afforded for that split second to shoot him. Because Firefly things. Think I can't handle a 32-bit game? Well, that's not the case at all. It's just that it's really frustrating that a lot of some of the best games out there are only 32-bit. And that 32-bit limitation really hurts a lot of old games. Because at the time, there just wasn't any need to see more than 4 gigabytes of memory on 32-bit operating systems. Or 64-bit, I mean, you could see several terabytes worth of memory in, I believe, yeah. Yeah, you can see over a terabyte of memory. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Oh, God. That's what I get for reading the chat. See, Mike, you got me killed. Worst friend ever. I was just vaccinated now. I can... Oh, no. Oh, no. But yeah, I did actually get vaccinated on Tuesday. I wasn't expecting, like, to get knocked on my rear end on Tuesday, but for whatever reason or another, my body had a really, it had a really forceful reaction to the primer. Like, holy shit. Have you seen the watermelon skins on the Germans? Oh, yeah. I did see that. It's almost like the, I believe it's one of the skins for the Swedish vehicles. Also looks like a watermelon skin, and if you put it on the STRV-74, the turret literally looks like a watermelon. Oh god, he'll soon be screaming, "Good soldiers follow orders." It looks adorable. I've killed 2 Hetzers this game before you got here. Ooh. Actually, that was a pretty solid game for me. Hey, Lyrex. How you doing, man? Banning for your account for violence against small fruits. Thank you. You'd be saving me. You'd be saving me the trouble of banning it myself. No, but seriously, hang on. If I go to my, Look, it literally is a watermelon. Like, you cannot sit there and tell me that this doesn't look like a watermelon. Hey, think about it this way. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Oh no. If that means we ever play... If we ever play Lone Fighters, I'm dead. Oh no. Congratulations, you just gave me a Vietnam flashback. I've been playing Enlisted on and off with at least one of my friends who I got into it. I told him to try it out, and he's just like, I fucking love this game, man. And so we've been playing it periodically. What's your opinion on flamethrowers and surprise barbecues? We're not going to talk about that. No comment. Honestly, I kind of like this thing. I didn't think I was going to be all that impressed with it, but I gotta say, I am pretty impressed. I'm gonna grab myself the camos, I think. I feel like I'm playing a lower tier Comet without APDS. But a lot more mobile. Like, you put this thing on a flank or something and just outmaneuver people, and it'll rack up kills just fine. Let's see here. The EBR turns like a god now? Really? I didn't realize they buffed it. I know that they made a change to the drivers, so that they will like properly they should properly change gears on hills now. Oh god, that's not centered. My OCD is gonna kill me. I actually don't have OCD, but looks off. Alright, speaking of like first world problems. So the logo, like the transparent logo file that I have on my computer containing my actual logo, that is ever so slightly off-center. Like, when Nizar made it for me, or drew it for me, and he sent me the file was ever so slightly off-center. And so I dealt with it for like 3 months, where I would like drag the file into a Photoshop thumbnail, and would just like show up like slightly off-center. And I finally got so sick of it that that I like basically went back to the artist and was like, yo, you gotta fix this. And it's just like, and then he just told me fix it myself because it takes 2 seconds. And he's right. I can. I realize I know that. But honestly, I don't see the need. I don't change... I'm not one of those people who changes profile pictures every week like a spastic octopanda. Like, I don't need to have a profile picture, a new profile picture every week. And, stick this face on here. Actually, I want to see, like, if I can make something really cursed. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god. and then we cover up the front plate with bushes. Oh, never mind. No, it doesn't look quite as good. It doesn't look quite as good. That, however, that's staying. Yeah. That's staying. Mike, you knew exactly what you were doing when you made this, when you had this commissioned. You knew exactly what you were doing. Oh god, that is not centered. Why did it rotate? Alright, that's about as close as it's gonna get. That's right. I have this piece of shit I can hang off the side. I don't think I've ever used that on here once. Yeah, I use it on a lot of my vehicles, but I put it on the back of my vehicles, so it's like... If people recognize me on my own team, I don't have a problem with it, but it's like... I don't know. Maybe I've just been lucky, but people don't tend to actually deliberately target me when I play. That'll work. And I'm gonna throw some backups on it. Oh, by the way, Mike, random question. If I was to request it as part of, like, my monthly allowance, could I request to have, like, universal backups added to my account? And if so, how many could I get? Because I find that I'm burning through them, like, pretty quickly. And the only other time I can replenish them, it seems to be in, during the Battle Pass. Well, that's true. I know I can buy... Well, I know I can buy them with GE. Actually, wait. Where can I buy them with GE? Oh. Well, there's the progression, but... Because, like, the only ones that I know of are in here. Under modifications? Well, I know I can buy them individually like that, but that's not a universal backup. That's just a backup for a vehicle. I know I can do that. But I was talking about these universal backups that I could put on... That I could buy for and use for everything, essentially. Also, those are incredibly expensive for specific vehicles. Especially premiums. Premiums are like 200 a piece. Like, really expensive. But I was just curious. If you can't, then whatever. I'll just have to wait until the next Battle Pass. Although I really do think that they should remove the limit of how many universal backups that you can buy in the Warbond shop. I think the fact that you're limited to only a few of them... I think the fact that you're limited to only, like... I think it's like 50 or something like that per Battle Pass. Like 50 or 80 or something. Total. Like the amount of that you can acquire total. per Battle Pass season is kind of dumb to me. Oh man, this is gonna be a long game if it's gonna be this slow the whole time. Especially because I want to save the GE for things that, you know, are actually rather important. Oh yeah, the presets limit is kind of dumb too. I would love to get rid of that. I utilize presets so often. No, I haven't gotten to the new Bad Batch episode yet. Don't spoil me any. I heard it was really good. Like, I heard it wasn't just like some dumb filler episode, so I'm excited to watch it tonight. Because the last few episodes I've been, like... Awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. Oh. Yeah, because I know I remember I would, like, ask... I would ask about stuff like that before you and Tom were working on this sort of thing. And... no idea if it actually worked. Alright. Well, we'll see. And before I finish this game and my account just gets banned and deleted. Like, that would suck, but it wouldn't be the worst thing to happen to me. Oh, shit. Well, I was trying to go for the ammo rack, and that didn't really work. Oh my god, they don't see me. Oh, shit. Ow. Oh my god, there's so many KVs here! How many fucking KVs do they have? Holy shit! Holy shit! That is so many KVs! What the fuck? Oh no. It bounced! Oh no! Hi, Jan. How you doing, man? We still, oh yeah, Jan, are we still up for this weekend? For Eco? Eco Factorio, listed. Alright, yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, man, because it's been too long since we last hung out. Oh, I know, right, Mike? That cluster of KVs was just begging for a couple thousand pounders. Or a PE8 right there. Yeah, I did tell Jan that when he visits here, I will wear a wig. I will not do the voice, but I will wear the wig. But he has to come here first. He has to come to... oh, God. Oh, God, I fucked that up. No! 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 I refit... Fuck. I dunked that shot so bad. That was terrible. Give me a sleeping space? Yeah, we got yeah, our couch actually folds out into a bed. So, so we'd have a spot for you. We're gonna stay? I mean... I guess a week or something, or a week and a half. We'd work that out. we get that all worked out. Oh shit. Nice. 17-pounder actually coming in useful. You got 3 weeks of vacation in August? I think it's the second to last week in August I go back to school. Yeah, the second to last week in August I go back to school. So it would have, if you wanted to come down here, it would have to be early August. Oh god! Bruh. PCs to make videos on underplayed vehicles so they get used more. Every time big CC plays is something everyone is playing it. You're straight up not having a good time. It's okay. Like, this is a bad game, but it's low tier, so I don't particularly care all that much. I don't have enough fucks to give at this point. Oh, that better not be against me again. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. Where the fuck's the ITP? Oh, there he is. God, my AA skills are not very good. Do you mind, people? I'm trying to shoot down your goddamn planes and you just won't leave me alone. Rude. Very rude. And now all their planes get here. By the way, Mike, with you getting vaccinated, have you actually been vaccinated yet? Oh no. Don't kill me. Alright, we're good. Not yet, no? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, y'all should. I think you guys both need to be vaccinated before they'll even let you in. Or I think, yeah, Jan, I think they, I don't think they'll even let you into the country if you're not vaccinated yet. Oh, okay. But I'm flying to Portugal for 2 weeks next week. Nice. Yeah, man, because it's been like almost a year since you took off. And since you went off to Germany, you haven't been able to go back yet. Don't forget your goddamn HOTAS so we can play some DCS. Wow, this is about the only person I could stand talking to for more than 5 minutes. Wow, that's kind of, I think that says a lot about the CC community. Yeah, don't forget your goddamn HOTAS so we can play some DCS. DCS just announced, by the way, Mike. They announced a brand new... Oh god, that's a PE8. They just announced a new free-to-play program where when you download the... Oh no! 9! Incoming! Run! Scatter! Wait, where's the bomb? There it is. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. He bombed one of his own guys. He bombed one of his own KVs to take out 2 of ours. But yeah, they've got a brand new free-to-play program where you can play any module for 2 weeks, and then in 6 months you get another 2 weeks to play whatever modules you want. Like, you could try out whatever modules, whatever maps, everything. It's super cool. Over the time it'll take me between DCS sessions. Yeah. I actually picked up the P47 recently, Mike, and that thing is really fun. Not quite as automated as the 109, but it's pretty damn fun to play. Yeah, it fully released and it's out available. Oh, and they're going to be releasing, they're pretty close to releasing the Marianas map. They're making 2 versions of the Marianas map. They're releasing first a modern version of the Marianas today. And they're releasing another version of the Marianas later on down the line that's going to be World War II. Like 1944 or something. And they said that there's going to be some Pacific content to go along with it at some point. Welcome, Justice. And the maps are going to be free. So we don't even need to pay for them. We're adding subs before us. Wait, you're adding subs? Mike's like, shit, I've said too much. Stopping goddamn road. Oh god.
Attention to the map.
Think of it this way. Think of it this way. Oh shit, I'm all out of ammo. Oh no. No. That's another PE8. Oh shit! I was like, wait a second. He doesn't have a bomb in him. Where the heck's the bomb? Would you recognize the taste of polonium? Probably not. But I don't drink coffee. So you're gonna have to You have to be creative with it. You're gonna have to slip the polonium into my burger. I see glow in the dark iced tea. Southern people, when their iced tea doesn't have enough sugar in it to drop an elephant at a dead run. We'll just slip you more burgers. Oh, don't worry, I do that enough already. Cigarette spam. Oh, God. Polonium doesn't come from Polish people. Let's see here. I think we'll do another run with the Concept 3. That was a pretty terrible game. That was terrible performance on my part to begin with. Let alone, not a very good game. Oh shit, I forgot to check my universal backups. Damn it. Alright, well, I'll check after this game. Oh, by the way, I found this, completely off topic, but I found this diner down the street from me called Victory Diner. And, it's freaking awesome. Like, it's got all of its burgers are named after, various World War II and Cold War aircraft. And it's got, like, a P-51 Mustang, model hanging in the dining area. And they're open 24 hours in the drive-thru. Yeah, like, so, the burger that I went and got there the other day was the B-52. And that's just that's like a barbecue burger, so it's like burger cheese, barbecue sauce, onion rings, and bacon. A bun between two slabs of beef. No, it's that with all the cheese and the sauce on the outside. It's not even lettuce wrapped. Is the drive-thru called a fly-through though? Unfortunately, no. I'm gonna make that suggestion next time I go. Be like, yo, missed opportunity here. It's pretty much a big bag when you think about it. I mean, you're not wrong. But, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, it's like the B-52, the B-25, the B-29, the B-17. And they've all, and it tells you what's on each one of them. So if you're just a casual customer who doesn't understand why they've all got, like, B and a bunch of different numerical designations, then... But yeah, it's a cool place. What is this thing? If I recall correctly, this is like an early concept vehicle that would eventually develop into the Ruicat. B-29 isn't the spiciest one. It may not actually. I don't remember what's on the B-29. I have to look it up. God, if only this thing retained its laser rangefinder like it had on the dev server.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Cover me. Attention to the map.
I mean, sure, if low tier British or something like that is fine by you, I guess. A specific date for a vacation so I can plan it into my shift's vacation plan for 22? Sure. I'll likely be off. I'll likely be done with school by late May, because the U.S. school system is set up. Oh God! Don't point that at me.
Attention to the map.
The U.S. school. Oh Jesus Christ! The U.S. school system is set up in such a way so that you have school basically August to December, and then you get like 4 weeks off between the week before Christmas and like 2 weeks into January. You get like 4 weeks off there, and then you go from mid-January or late January until early May, like mid to early May, and then you have like 10 weeks off. 10 or 12 weeks off. Oh God, hi.
Attention to the map.
No, that didn't work. That didn't work as well as I'd hoped it would.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
So yeah, basically, if you wanna get out here, you're gonna have to come during the summer. I'm actually also super excited because my grandfather is gonna be out next week. Haven't seen him since 2019. Oh shit. So, looking good. Don't hit me. All right, we're good.
Attention to the designated grid square.
I think he's behind this building. So my verdict on the latest patch? It was alright.
To the designated grid zone.
I don't think it was a disaster like some people think. I mean, there's always going to be those people. I don't think it was a bad patch. I think most of the patch was actually focused on like quality of life improvements, and the content was just there to keep a couple people happy. By and large, this patch was mostly quality of life improvements with some vehicles added on. Oh no. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Shit. I only took the track off. Fuck. God damn it. Wait, what? Alright, I'm very confused. Well, I mean, Spookston is kind of a Debbie Downer when it comes to War Thunder. I mean, I get it. War Thunder is not without its problems by any means, but after a certain point, I've just, like, stopped caring that much and stopped worrying about it too much. Like, I'm kind of consigned to the idea that there's no way that War Thunder will ever be, there's no way that War Thunder will ever quite be the perfect game for me, but I do enjoy it to a pretty great extent still, so I think if I just play it, if I play the game non-stop, then I get super riled up. And I'm kind of just over that, to be honest. I don't really need to be worrying myself that much. Also, I can only put up with so much negativity in general. Like, if you surround yourself with nothing but negative people all the time, it really starts to affect your mental state. It really does. It's not healthy. And I've noticed that most of the time, when I'm not having fun playing War Thunder, it's because I just have a negative attitude towards the game, and I care way too much. I don't know where that came from.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I mean, the game does require quite a bit of grinding. There's no getting around that. But I mean, I used to be able to play the game for 6 to 8 hours every day. I can't do that anymore. 3 or 4 hours is about the limit for me. After that, I'm ready to go do something else. And it's like, there's so many other good games right now that I can play. I mean, Gates of Hell just came out today, and I'm so hyped for that. Like, I can't wait to go play that after this. Like, first I'm gonna make dinner, and then I'm gonna just play that all night. Hell, maybe I'll stream that tomorrow. I've been quite addicted to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Yeah, man. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, awesome. I finished Mass Effect 3 about a week ago. Still cried. Like, I'm gonna give Legendary Edition another, like, year or two, and then I'm gonna go back and play through it all again. Mass Effect is a single player RPG. It's kind of like Skyrim, sort of, but or Fallout, but with a lot better writing. Like, with some of the best sci-fi, one of the best and most fleshed out sci-fi universes I've ever played through. Oh man. Yeah. That PE8 blew my track off and prevented me from stopping the cap. Nice, man. Yeah, that PE8 just straight up lost us the game. It's just like, go ahead and cap, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't move! Because you fucking blew my tracks off! Oh, Call to Arms? Yeah, it's completely multiplayer. They've even got a really cool mode called Conquest, where like you take multiple, where like you basically build your army, and you build out like various phases of troops that you take into each battle, and then you have to capture a bunch of objectives across a bunch of different maps. But for Gates of Hell, it's so much fun. I don't know. I'll probably just do single player of Engineer. I didn't. Going back to Mass Effect, by the way, I didn't hate Andromeda. I know that some people like just absolutely despise it, but I didn't hate it. But it didn't stack up to the original Mass Effect games, and that's the problem. Yeah, the Concept 3 is an early development of what would become the Rui Cat. Well, I mean, the multiplayer, like, I'm not particularly interested at all in the PvP multiplayer for Gates of Hell. Let's see. £17 on a Puma. Actually, it's like it's technically the same gun as the Comet. It's the Comet's gun. So it's slightly less powerful than the 17-pounder. And it doesn't get APDS. So the best shell that you get is this Shot Mark 8, which is not a bad shell. For 4.3, 150 millimeters is pretty damn respectable. Oh yes, check backups. Hey! It did work. Nice. Yeah, I had 95 before. That's fucking Pog. No, you really don't need APDS at that tier. It's just kind of nice to have. What is your preferred game mode in Call to Arms? Generally, I've been playing a lot of Conquest. I played a ton of Conquest during the closed beta for Gates of Hell. Call to Arms, like, I don't tend to play Call to Arms, the base game, at all, really. I just don't find it all that compelling, to be honest. But yeah, I don't find it all that compelling. But Gates of Hell is freaking awesome. But I mostly play Conquest. Let's see here. The fucking rocket shit thing in the trailer. 2042, I am extremely cautious about. And in general, I think I've grown out of Battlefield. Like, Battlefield doesn't interest me anymore. Not to the same degree that it used to as a kid. Battlefield went from the more realistic COD to basically COD with vehicles. Yeah, I play quite a few Battlefield 2 mods. You dare compare to COD? Well, that's really what it's turned into, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's really what it's turned into. It used to be the more realistic, first-person shooter, like that was pretty accessible, and it turned into something that I frankly couldn't give a rat's ass about. The vehicle combat is, in many ways, pretty mediocre in Battlefield. Like, it's the bare minimum. It really does. It is the absolute bare minimum. And while the vehicles are definitely a big part of the experience, the gunplay in general doesn't feel that much different to Call of Duty. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. If Battlefield really wanted to impress me, they would actually start going in the more realistic direction. But they'll never do that, because that's not what their core audience is. I'm sorry, but it's not. I did see the 2042 trailer. I saw it, like, and it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's a lot better than the Battlefield 5 trailer, that's for sure. But to be fair, it's not hard to be better than the Battlefield 5 trailer. I didn't delete you. I just closed the chat. I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of a stream. I can't be having a full-on typing conversation here, man. I'm willing to talk, but I can't be having a full-on typing conversation in the middle of a stream when I'm trying to entertain, what, 61 other people? But again, I've seen the Battlefield 2042 trailer. It's Battlefield, or it's COD with vehicles. That's basically all it's turned into. And if you really enjoy that sort of thing, that's fine. Like, I'm not denigrating you. I'm not saying that you're a bad person or whatever. If that's what you enjoy, all the power to you, man. But Battlefield has gone from a beloved franchise for me to just another bottom-of-the-barrel first-person shooter that I really couldn't care about. Now, that doesn't mean... Now, may I pick it up? Maybe. During a sale or something. The fact that you can play against bots is pretty nice, but I'm really not all that interested in a Twitch shooter PvP. Quite frankly, the best shooter I've played in a very long time is Enlisted. Enlisted does everything that Battlefield 5 should have been, and more so. Enlisted has done everything right for me. Or virtually everything right for me. I mean, it doesn't have it's not without its problems. Every game has its problems, but for me, Enlisted has been fantastic. I've played Arma for many years. I haven't played it very much in the last 2 or 3 years, just because I haven't really had a group to play it with and do servers and so on. And just because I've been busy with other stuff. Oh, well, that didn't work. Squad and Postscriptum and Hell Let Loose and so on is very dependent on you having a very good group of randoms to play with. Very dependent. Now granted, if you do get a good group of randoms, no need, Crimson. I've got plenty. I know what I like. But I don't see Battlefield being the next barn burner for me. I'm sorry. Now, I will be happy to be proven wrong if Battlefield 2042 turns out to be an amazingly fun game. Awesome. But I don't see Battlefield going in the direction that I would like to take it. And quite frankly, Enlisted is really the perfect middle ground for me. Yes, I played the Sniper Elite games, Crimson.
Attention to the map.
Shut up, Line Racks. You have her best MS Minesweeper, though? Every time I play that, I just get blown up, man. It's so fucking unfair. I've actually never been very good at Minesweeper. I have VR. I honestly haven't been I only just started playing VR again in the last, like, 2 or 3 days. Up until that point, it had been, like, 6 months since I last played VR. Mainly because I've been exercising a lot more. and I'm getting really freaking bored of my exercise routine. And so I figured, hell, I've got this VR headset. I have Blade and Sorcery, don't worry. That's what I've been playing the last few days. But I've been playing VR to get my exercise in the last few days. And it's been a heck of a lot of fun. The Space Pinball game by heart. Oh yeah. I forget what the cheat code was, but I do remember using the cheats when I was younger. My brother would try to break the game by causing a Stack Overflow error with the amount of score that he would try to add in. Did you know the Space Pinball game is just a demo? Yeah, I seem to remember something along those lines. Yeah, I seem to remember something about that. But, God, that was so many years ago. Oh man, our team is just getting absolutely shreked. Can't escape now, bitch. Bruh. I don't think you can penetrate me with the SU-85. Nah. Especially not at this range. There we go. Nice. Oh. Okay. Well, apparently that was too effective of a tactic because they had to bomb me.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Let's see here. But yeah, in general, I am extremely cautious about the new Battlefield game.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
Alright, you know what? There's so many airplanes in the air right now. God dang it. Where the fuck is this dude? Holy shit! How far up was he? Oh my lord. Talk about airplane spam. Holy fuck. That's like the first time I've seen a P-51 in a ground battle in a long time. Yeah, I'm not all that interested in 2042 as a game in general. I may pick it up at some point, but it's not really high on my priority list. Alright, well, he's down. Get the fuck out of here.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
And don't need it, really? Yeah. Same. Enlisted is really my jam. Enlisted has been, for me, the perfect balance between a PvP first-person shooter and a PvE first-person shooter. It struck that balance for me so damn well. Oh, shit.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
This could be a problem. Oh, I killed 3 people. Get out of here. Actually good at the game since to the leaderboard. Since I top the leaderboard in most games with double the score of the guy in the second place. Yeah, that too. Not to mention the fact that because there's fewer overall players, I feel like I'm actually having a greater effect on the game.
This time the enemy has proven stronger.
Like the amount of carrying you need to do in an average first-person shooter in order to be able to do what you can do in Enlisted is pretty astronomical. I very rarely do squad ups. Jan is an exception because Jan has helped me out on so many occasions. Like, he is truly one of the best friends I have, by far. And I know Jan a lot more than most people. Than most of the people that watch my streams, so. Am I also not special? You're extra special. I mean, Engineer, we play like every time we squad up together like every time we do Enlisted. So you got no right to complain. Alright, you ready? Yeah, it looks like you're ready. You need me to carry you? Yeah. 100%. Someone got into your Discord account. Fair enough. Whoa. Whoa! 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 No, I just haven't turned on the I just haven't turned that off. Ignore that, Atlantic Puffin. There's nothing new. I forgot to turn off the timer for that one. Why do you pick Miles then? Mike does have a point. Why do you pick me? That's what? At least 800 meters? Like 700 to 800 meters? Over 1,000. What the fuck? I thought I had to wait for it. Look. Yeah, there's been times where I've left, like, where I've accidentally left games open and, like, started playing other shit. But my PC has enough processing power that it just, like, doesn't notice. Oh, hey, I actually hit him. Holy shit. Oh, he just blew up. Alright.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Whoa. Oh, I actually hit his track. Nice. I think he's at like 1,200. Okay, a little bit less. Alright, let's just bring it down slightly more. Ah, come on. Hey! Oh, that's not gonna hit him. Alright, I got one more shot here, and then I gotta move. I've gotta change position here so that way he doesn't get a beat on me. Ah! Blazes? That's a bad guy! Fuck. Damn it, I took out his gunner in breach. Wasn't able to kill him, though. This thing is a pretty good fire support vehicle, but if you're trying to shoot at extreme ranges, then it starts to struggle a little. I was thinking about using the sight distance control, but eh. I'd kind of already gotten the range dialed in, and it was returning to where it was, so I didn't want to restart the whole dang process over again. By, utilizing the sight distance control, because that would have restarted the whole engagement for me. Excellent question. The reason I'm not facing Panthers right now is because Jan is playing Germans. And because the British don't get matched up against the Germans very often anymore. Yeah, I agree. The US and Britain matchup, team-up, was pretty awesome. But that is no longer the case. Oh, shit, he's right here. God damn it. I couldn't see him. Oh, no. This is gonna be a problem. Oh, hey. Why can't I fire? God damn it. I can't shoot. Alright, we're good. Of course he takes out my goddamn gunner. Alright, I gotta repair this stupid thing. I was like, where the hell did he go? He was camouflaged up against the damn building. Sneaky, sneaky man.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counter.
No, I've never gotten Red Desert yet. I mean, granted, I would probably have to play higher tiers in order to do that, but I really don't feel like playing high tiers today. Yeah, Red Desert at low tier is not a fun experience, I imagine. Hence why it should really only show up at, like, tiers, like, 6 and 7, really. Beyond that, it's too big. It really should only show up at tier 7. Like, tier 6, they can get away with it, but because they've got laser range finding and auto elevation and stuff. But, tier 7, not so much. Or tier 5 and under, not so much. Damn it. Can't seem to get a goddamn kill. Oh shit. It's one of those Italian things. How far can he turn his gun? Not enough. Unfortunately, my reload is terrible right now. I should probably load a high explosive round, to be honest. I'm gonna load a high explosive round. Unless that motherfucker takes my kill! God damn it. I should have just gone around behind him, to be honest.
On the enemy. They're winning.
But I didn't know what was beyond him. Fuck. There we go. Finally. Got a kill. Jan must be out of vehicles, unfortunately. Oh, I'm still in this is kind of beyond me. Let's do if you take too fucking long. Hey, it's not my fault that this AP round does fuck all damage. Oh no. You can't shoot me, can you? Not at that elevation. Oh shit. That's an SU-152! Aha! Oh, KB-85. Oh, that's another SU-152! Well, shit. Yeah, holy fuck, they really wanted me dead. Oh my god, that's so many planes. What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these bombs. Rockets I'll keep around, but the bombs are just gonna weigh me down here. Oh, never mind. Game's over anyways. Oops. Alright, good thing that Jan wasn't ready. What else should I play at this tier? I haven't really played very much Japan lately. Yeah, no problem, Jan. I mean, I had pretty good success with the Concept 3 early on. It's not a bad vehicle. It's just that it's terrible at close-range engagements because the turret traverse and elevation speeds are awful. Yeah, vertical targeting speed of 2.8 seconds and a traverse speed of 11 seconds or 11 degrees per second is just awful. So you really need to keep this thing at distance in order for it to remain effective. And the problem is that I just wasn't able to keep it. I wasn't able to keep it at distance. I kept ending up in close range engagements where it's super awkward. So, if you can keep that distance between yourself and your opponents, then you'll do fine. But it's when you don't, then you start to have real problems. Chibri 2 good? Yeah, it's fun. I think the Chibri 2 has the better gun. 151 millimeters. What does the Torn have for penetration? About the same. I think the Torn is a little bit better in with respect to the gun, but the Torn has an open turret, so you're pretty vulnerable to high explosive and artillery shell overpressure from killing your crew because, well, that turret isn't enclosed. So a solidly powerful high explosive round will just delete you. The background music is the Hearts of Iron 4 soundtrack. In this case, it's the Comintern theme. I think I might actually play some Sweden. I haven't played Sweden in a while. Yeah. How's 5.0 Germany, Jan? Is that too awkward of a tier? 5.0. Yeah, that sounds about right for Hearts of Iron 4. Alright. Yeah, well, that's just Hearts of Iron in general. DRV 122 PLSS, but the Gadget had to forward CV90 again, like every patch. Yeah, it's weird. They gave it the CV90 40 bill has a CITV on it, but it doesn't work as of this patch. Like, it seems like every single patch they break something on that vehicle, and then they have to fix it. Like, it just does, like, the CITV view, the commander view doesn't work on that thing. I reported it, like, day one. It was the first thing that I reported, but it still hasn't been fixed. I don't know if it's just they don't have a CITV view yet for it, or what, but they took away its ability to have its commander thermal sights completely. Yeah, well, the B3 doesn't have a commander thermal. Like, it doesn't have a commander's independent thermal. Whereas the, like, it has a commander view, but it doesn't have a, or it should have a commander view, but it doesn't have a CITV like the CV90 does. This is a terrible map for this vehicle. Yeah, I know, Cool It. I'm aware. But it hurts the CV90 a lot more. With the B3, like, the only thing you can use in the commander view is night vision, but the CV90 had thermal sights in that CITV. And now it doesn't have them. What's BR 6.7 to 7 like for Germany? It's rough. Like, the vehicles there are incredibly powerful and a lot of fun, but the thing is they've been in the game for a very long time, and so people are very familiar with how to fight them. And so, a lot of German players at that tier don't understand what it means to win a game. So, you often end up in situations where your team just completely falls apart within a matter of a few minutes. You could play aggressively with Germany at 6.7. You absolutely can. It's just that a vast majority of players are not very good at 6.7 for Germany, so they tend to lose a lot of games. Well, to be fair, the CITV didn't work at all on the dev server. Unless you're referring to just the live server. 6-7 to 7 Germany is often 6 to 8 kill losses if you are a decent player. Yeah. Like, you'll get decent amounts of kills, but you just won't win anything. Man. Can't catch a fucking break. Jesus. Complete pain in the ass. He doesn't show up there when those two are down there. Then he shows up as soon as I get there. God damn it. I mean, the Tiger 2 105 is very, very good. It's just that most people can't get that anymore.
The enemy is winning.
I don't need to be on this cap. In fact, I probably shouldn't be. This is not a very good map for this vehicle, unfortunately. Not having a turret is pretty rough in an urban environment. Alright, we got that guy. Oh shit, there's another one. Oh, come on. Of course he takes up the gun barrel. I think his 76 should... Yeah, his 76 should pen me. No problem. If he hadn't taken out the gun barrel there, I probably could have killed him. And I've just been playing like shit lately. Like almost no matter what tier I play. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Oh. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, I will be going on... I will actually be traveling. I'm going on vacation to a family reunion / birthday celebration in Minnesota with my grandmother and her family. Because a lot of my family lives out in Minnesota. So I'll be there for like a solid week. Solid week and a half. 2 weeks. So during that time, I will obviously not be streaming. I'll probably be playing games, but all I'll have is my laptop, and that thing is not sufficiently powerful to play games and stream at the same time. Oh, God damn it. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that. Should stream the family dinner. Oh, God. Yeah, it'll be the first time I've seen this side of the family in like 10 years. I haven't been back to Minnesota for a very long time. Oof. I know how that feels, Varro. I've been in that situation. I have been there.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
God damn it. Oh, okay. I didn't even see the ISU 152. I had no idea he was there, so there really wasn't much I could do about that.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, kill cam didn't see him either. Classic Russian stealth technology. Working as intended. Mike, you failed to notify me of this secret Russian stealth buff that you gave them. Oh no. Oh shit. Gotcha. That's an interesting paint scheme. Which do you prefer, arcade or realistic? Realistic by far.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Arcade is too arcadey for me. Realistic, it hits a nice balance. And I feel like with a game, when you're doing damage models and vehicle characteristics as realistically as you are in War Thunder, I don't feel that there's any reason to play War Thunder if you're going to play an arcade tank game. Or if you want to play an arcade tank game. Now granted, War Thunder is definitely more arcadey than, say, Steel Beasts or Gunner Heat PC or something like that. And there is a balance there. But
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I prefer it to be a heck of a lot more realistic than unrealistic. And now we'll just stare awkwardly at each other until the game ends. What am I gonna do in Minnesota? See a bunch of family. Probably eat a lot. Talk to some folks. See a bunch of old people. Get eaten alive by mosquitoes. Found out that the Swedish 1.7 starter SPG can clap IS-1s. Why? Because the Swedes kept their stuff in service a lot long, like their pre-war stuff in service a lot longer than most nations did. Sweden wasn't part of World War II. They watched from the sidelines for the most part. I mean, granted, yeah, they were selling weapons to both sides, and they were selling chromium to the Germans. But at the same time, they were watching the developments going on during World War II, and they basically just took a lot of their older stuff and gave it new ammunition and made it a heck of a lot more effective for years to come. Again, Sweden didn't have anywhere near the same military budget as, say, Germany, United States, USSR, or Great Britain. And they were only interested in self-defense. Yeah, and ball bearings to the British. Like, Sweden was very happy to sit back, not get involved, and make tons of money. Yeah, like, even the M38 gets this APDS round from post-war. With, like, over 100 millimeters of penetration. And that's your reserve vehicle. And that's kind of the thing, that's one of the cool things that I like about Sweden, is that their early stuff is so weird and unique. Yeah, Minnesota is known as the land of lakes, or the land of 1,000 lakes, because there is just standing bodies of water all over Minnesota, and that means that there's a huge mosquito population there, especially during the summer when I'm going to be going. Here where I live, like, there isn't actually that many standing bodies of water for mosquitoes to grow in and thrive. So there aren't that many mosquitoes here where I live. But in Minnesota, they're everywhere. And so they are, like, Minnesota is incredibly cold during the winter. Like, ridiculously cold during the winter. And then it is very hot and full of mosquitoes in the summer. Especially in the rural areas. Well, that's the other thing. We don't have here. We don't have a lot of ticks in California. Probably because I live in such an urbanized area, but like winter more than summer. I mean, I'm inclined to agree in general, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many clothes you take off during the summer when it's hot. It's still blazing hot. Whereas in the winter, up to a certain point, of course, you could theoretically just throw on more layers to stay warm. And you could actually make yourself pretty comfortable in a cold environment. But yeah, we basically don't have ticks where I live. It's just not really a thing. Yeah, you can do a heck of a lot more against cold than you can against heat. I'm very, very lucky in the fact that this apartment has central air conditioning. So the summers are actually pretty nice here. I mean, the summers are not bad here in general. Like, it is very rare that it actually gets crazy hot during the summer. And it's usually only a couple of weeks out of the year that it gets unbearably hot. Because most of the time we're close enough to the ocean and we're close enough to a cool spot in the ocean that wind coming off of the beach cools down the area and keeps the temperatures pretty mild. But yeah, I know in most places in Europe, it's like AC just seems to be an anathema to you people. I don't understand it. I mean, when I was in Germany, it's like, even the Reichstag doesn't have AC. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, a lot of homes have central heating. Like, that's sort of like given. But air conditioning is like, not a thing for some reason. I know that some of my relatives in Minnesota, sometimes when it gets warm, like cold enough during the winter, they will literally just turn on their ovens, like their electric ovens or something like that, and then just keep the oven door slightly open in order to warm things up inside their house. AC is God's gift to mankind, 100%. Majority is without AC. In fact, only new buildings, shops, or offices do. We have central heating, though. I mean, central heating is kind of a must in places like that. Or at least your building has to be built well enough to... or insulated well enough to retain the heat. Otherwise, you basically just freeze to death in the winter. But I am very lucky in the fact that here in Southern California, we basically don't have these things called seasons. It's like, we get slightly colder summer, slightly hotter summer, and then mild summer. And that's it. It's like sunshine all year round. And the temperatures tend to be pretty mild all year round. Now, that being said, virtually every building here in the Los Angeles area still has AC. Unless it's a very old building. Like, the house I grew up in, that did not and still doesn't have AC because it was built in the 60s. In fact, it was actually built by a family. It was commissioned and built by a Kennedy family. I don't think that they're related at all to the President Kennedys, but there's like a piece of concrete in the backyard that has their names inscribed in it and the date, and it's like June something 1964 or something like that. Yeah, we don't have tornadoes, or like, what's it called? Hurricanes in California either. We just get earthquakes. And like 99% of the time, the earthquakes are extremely mild. Alright, you are by far the greatest threat here. Probably load it. APHE for this guy. Somebody behind the KV2. Although, I think if I push forward here, and I get lucky, if nobody's coming this way, or nobody's looking this way, I might be able to get over the ridge here, and not step on the cap point, and get flanking shots on a bunch of guys on the other side of this ridge. Well, the cool guns part might change, assuming that the law or the appeal gets shut down, or the appeal doesn't go through.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Yeah, we'll see about the California assault weapons ban. I don't want to get too into that because I don't understand everything fully. And because I don't want to get political. But, assuming that all goes through, we'll be able to get cool guns. So not only will we have excellent weather for shooting, we'll get cool guns that we can shoot. Well, he doesn't have a gunner, so there's really not much he can do about it. Not currently, no, Saracen, but hopefully that will start to ease up by the time the assault weapons ban goes into effect. Or heck, even if it doesn't, it's not like I have money to buy a bunch of guns anyways, so. I'm not all that interested in spending money that I need for gas right now on guns and ammo. People can still buy guns. They just can't buy ammo to shoot them right now. Eventually they will. And oh boy, that will be a glorious day. All right.
Attack the A point.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
There's somebody down here. Well, if the Panzer IV doesn't get this guy, then I will. He definitely pulled back. Oh, hi. Fuck. This is this 6. That explains it. I thought it was just a normal KV-2. Which pen? Yeah, same penetration. Alright. Hey, can one of the mods tell the Russian guy in the chat English only? He's already dead. Local shop is asking $450 for a GTX 1050? Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't think we'll fully get over that that shortage or this shortage in general for at least another 2 or 3 years, to be honest. Like, it's gonna be a rough next 2 or 3 years, because you're basically gonna be stuck with people just botting and scalping the fuck out of these items until they just become, until the supply is finally able to keep up with the demand.
Attack the A point.
Like, there's just gonna be shortages for years and years to come, I think. Do the Swedish and Japanese have the same bamboo armor on all their tanks? Actually, the armor on a lot of the these vehicles is not bad. Like, it's a lot better than you'd think. I mean, this thing is 75 millimeters of frontal armor, I believe. So it is not a poorly armored vehicle. It's just the issue is that it has an open back turret, so it's like there's you're pretty vulnerable to artillery. Yeah, I believe this thing is. I'm sorry. What says the turret is 60, but I believe it was a lot more than that last I checked. And even then, 60 millimeters is not terrible. Like, if you angle it, it can bounce a few things at this tier. But you shouldn't count on it. I mean, in general, You probably shouldn't count on armor to begin with. Armor is not a shield, it is a saving throw. It is a case of, oh, you fucked up. This may save you. But I'm going to, instead of driving backwards, I am going to drive forwards to get clear of the artillery. I don't have a ton of cover, but cover is focused over, or the artillery is over there. Gave up on Swedish low-tier tanks? I don't know, man. I've had really good success with them. I find them super fun. The problem is that you can't depend on them to protect you. Swedish vehicles require a far more passive playstyle than they do an aggressive playstyle. If you're somebody who prefers to get in there and go head-to-head with people, Swedes are not well suited for that. They're really more like fire support vehicles than anything else. Yeah, Swedes are very much, glass cannons in a lot of ways. You cannot play them conventionally, because they're not meant to be played conventionally. I mean, 15 degrees of gun depression is amazing, but the fact that this is a non-turreted vehicle, and the fact that its armor is relatively weak, I mean, 70 millimeters is not terrible. If you angle that, like, it can bounce quite a few things, but you shouldn't depend on it to. What you should be doing is going hull down and utilizing this insane gun depression to make you a very small target, and utilize your superior firepower for your tier to take people out. If you're trying to play Sweden like a conventional tech tree, it's gonna be rough. Because they're just not meant to do that. Yeah, upper turret is 60 millimeters and the hull is 55. Yeah, that's significantly less than I thought it was, but it's still not terrible. I mean, the Panzer IV only has 50 millimeters, but it is a smaller target. Have terrible stock grind? I mean, it depends on the vehicle, I suppose. If you're stuck with AP rounds, then yeah, the AP rounds are pretty rough. Or pretty terrible, but the APHE rounds are fantastic once you get them. And in the case of vehicles like this, you get APDS, and you get APHE stock. This vehicle right here is effectively just a non-turreted version of the STRV 74. Yeah. This guy is just a non-turreted version of this. But this guy is a lot taller, and doesn't have much turret armor at all. Like I said, they're glass cannons. Very, very potent guns, very good gun suppression, which means that you can get into some pretty neat firing positions that most other vehicles just can't take advantage of. But you can't use them in every situation. They're just not very good at that. Stock grinding the entire game. This guy? Yeah, not having the heat round and only using AP rounds at high explosive. I mean, the high explosive would probably be better now. With the new changes to overpressure, but like, the heat round is a dramatic improvement. Yeah, and the IKV-91 is probably one of the most broken vehicles in the game. Here, Jan, I'll re-invite you in a sec. Mainly because I can do that. Like, it's got... This thing is super low super low profile. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression. It's got a pretty fast reload of about 6 seconds. And it's got the auto laser, and it's got a laser rangefinder with auto elevation at 6.7. So it can kill you at long range, and it will engage you quickly at long range. And it's a ridiculously difficult target to hit. Now, if only I could hit this thing dead center without hitting trees. There we go. Are the same BR, so buying the Centurion Premium is pretty much a must? Yeah. But even then, like, even without that premium, even your low-tier backups that you bring along, like the STR V74 and maybe the PVKV, are still more than competitive at that tier. The only real downside to playing the IKV is that it doesn't have any armor, and it doesn't have a stabilizer. If it had those two, if it had a little bit more armor and it had some stabilizing, or it had an actual stabilizer, this thing would be the most overpowered vehicle in the entire game. I mean, as it stands now, it's ridiculously overpowered, but it could be even better. I mean, and the optics are really good, too. Oh, damn it, I gave it a little bit too much lead. And it's got a very large ammunition load, too. So you can carry quite a few rounds. Alright, let me re-invite you on. Yeah, you could bring the IKV into a 7.7 game and it'll be right at home. This is not an ideal map. Oh! I think I'm gonna go down towards C. Either that, or I'm gonna like make my way through here. Try and ambush people at A. I think that might be my best option. Switch to Sweden now. Yay! Now we're here in Stalingrad. German PTSD intensifies. Do you fucking mind, IS-1? Really? Oh my god. Hey, Maximus, how you doing, man? Let's see here. Maximus being here reminds me that I really can't wait until the British tech tree gets the Challenger 3. That's gonna be freaking awesome. Because it's only a matter of time. It really is. They'll need to get a little bit more information before they can, but that's gonna be awesome. A Challenger 2 hull down with that L55 gun, just I cannot wait for that.
Attention to the map.
It would be cool if Combat Mission Black Sea would release like a more like a 2021 update, which would include a lot of stuff that's been adopted in recent years, because it's interesting, but a lot of military reforms have gone through in the last 4 or 5 years. And as a result, like, a lot of the forces that were in place like 4 or 5 years ago, where Combat Mission Black Sea is set up, just aren't the case anymore. Like, they just don't exist anymore. Yeah, and the Challenger 3, from everything we've seen so far, appears to be basically the same vehicle with a brand new turret, which is really quite disappointing that the MOD didn't get rid of that stupid engine. But baby steps, I suppose. There's a Panzer IV right here, Jan. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. Oh, and he bounced. Got him. I don't know how he bounced, but he bounced. But yeah, it's still not a match for a 2A6 in War Thunder, but more cool top-tier stuff for Britain. Like, I'm really looking forward to the Brits fulfilling that niche at top tier. I like how that guy's just totally ignoring the anti-aircraft vehicle following him. Yeah, I got screwed over there by the horrible turret elevation speed, or the horrible gun elevation speed. If I'd been able to get on target, I probably could have put an APDS round through his upper plate. Ooh. Remember players, Miles, give him time. Yeah. Oh, we've capped all 3 points at least. Although my game, like, my games in general have just been shit. I really like the M42 line. It's a fun group of vehicles. It's just they're not all that useful in every situation. They're very specialized vehicles. And like the Swedish vehicles are designed to fight on the defense because Sweden isn't going out and conquering an empire anymore. They kind of got that out of their system early on. Shit! Oh, hi. Screw you. Can I shoot through this? Oh, I can. Nice. I'm very lucky that was a Hellcat, and he only shot my transmission out. Huh. I mean, the SDR V74 is basically an M42, but with a brand new turret on it. And the whole machine gun blocked off. I mean, even on the Delatorn, they already got rid of it. Well, actually, technically it's still there, but on the 74, they realized that the whole machine gun was... like, that whole area was needed for extra ammunition. I mean, heck, even on this vehicle, they've got the extra ammo there. They just haven't taken the machine gun out for whatever reason. Yeah, the early M42s are terrible. That early 75 that they have is awful in the anti-tank role. I imagine it was far more useful for engaging soft targets and infantry, but for engaging anything other than light armored vehicles, it's terrible. That was an enemy aircraft. Like I said, these things are fire support vehicles, not brawlers. Which, me personally, I actually really like playing fire support vehicles. I find them pretty fun. I find them a lot more interesting than Herder Brawl. Than Herder smash tanks together, because so cool. Like, eh. I got over that pretty quick. G.SKILL Pass would be a nice map for War Thunder to have? What do you mean by that? Oh, still got spawn protection. Fuck you. Okay. I think we'll play another game of this, and then I'm gonna play some 6.7 Sweden because I want to try out the IKV with the rangefinder. Whew.
that.
Yeah, I could show off the EBR. You'll have to remind me, though. I'm not going to remember between the time I start this game and the time that it ended. Oh, I didn't think I was actually going to hit that. Okay. Oh. They really must not like me up there. Gotta keep going. Alright.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map.
We're losing.
Shit, that's a panther. Just gonna let him keep going. Not going to alert him of my presence yet. I want him to keep pushing forward and get comfortable. Ah, shit. Of course you show up now. Alright.
Thank you very much.
Oh no. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. Ah, damn it. That was on me. Back.
I agree.
Played this thing in a while.
Attention to the map.
No, that was an incredibly dumb move on his part. The only reason he got out of it is because I dunked my shot. If I had hit the corner shot that I was aiming for, like the corner of his front plate there, and not hit his side armor, then he would be dead right now. Or at the very least disabled, and I could have finished him off. As it currently stands right now, he got very lucky that I missed my shot. Oh shit. Wow, I'm actually pretty lucky that he didn't do much damage to me at all.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Alright, if he wants to dance, I'll dance. No, he fucked up my engine there.
Attention
That's not good.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Oh yeah, I'm going in. Oh. Nice. Thank you, Jan. He team killed me, so I wouldn't give him the kill. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's actually pretty great. I wasn't expecting that. The Poofkov. Jan does a little trolling. Ah, in that case, it wasn't even trolling. That was just friends helping friends. He saw that I was suffering, and so he ended my suffering. Oh, come on. The fuck just shot me now? Are you kidding? Yeah! No, that wasn't actually his fault. The tiger shot through him and killed me? God damn it! Yeah, his side armor was so thin. His side armor was so incredibly thin that the shot over-penetrated Jan and killed me. Bro. Oh, that was actually a very lucky shot into his side. That was the tiger? That's my question. What is that guy? God, if only I had my frickin' what's it called? If I had spawned the APDS version of this vehicle, then I could actually deal with that jumbo. Although I probably wouldn't have been able to kill the Panther as effectively as I did there, because I would have had APDS loaded. Uh-oh, that's not good. Alright, well, he hit the build. He hit the thing. The cliff. English is hard. I think that's a 76mm jumbo, but he has yet to penetrate me, so I'm a little confused. Like, his shots seem to have the velocity of a 75, but... No, actually, I take that back. They are significantly higher velocity than... Oh shit, that's not good. They're significantly higher velocity than a 75, so that's gotta be a 76 jumbo. There we go. Oh, there's the tiger. Damn it. Well, I got 3 kills that life, so I'll take that. Oh boy. They're really pushing into the objective. They're really pushing into our spawn. Oh no. Opinions of the MiG-19s? I really don't have an opinion, to be honest. The problem is that I just don't play top tier. Yeah, I just don't play top tier, so... Or I don't play top tier, aircraft. Ground Force is a little bit more so, but... Aircraft I pretty much don't bother with, so... Because quite frankly, here's the thing. If I really want a fun jet gameplay experience, I'll go play DCS, or I'll go play IL-2 Sturmovik 1946. I'm going to have a heck of a lot more fun there flying those aircraft than I ever will playing War Thunder. Can I shoot him from here? I can. Hi, bitch. Am I gonna die? No, not yet. Emphasis on not yet. Yeah, all they have to do is just sit on the point and they win. Ow. I don't even know where that came from. That came from you. Hey, I survived. Well, not an amazing game, but not a bad one either. Yeah, BAT mod. If I'm gonna go play like early war jet, like early Cold War jets, like Korean War stuff, or hell, even World War II stuff, I'm gonna go play that. Or the newer IL-2 Sturmovik. I'm not gonna fucking bother with War Thunder. I've got way better options that are far more fun and that I can tailor to the experience that I want at that moment. Yeah, the new sounds are just not good. Like they're pretty bad, but I don't base all of my gameplay around sounds, so it doesn't affect me as much as it would some. For people who are entirely dependent on like sounds to figure out where the enemy is, then yeah, it's not going to be pretty. All right, 6.7. Oh right, I should get rid of the XK60. Alright, I got this thing. Right, I'm gonna test drive the EBR real quick. I'll invite you again, Jan. I gotta go and do this. Be right back. I mean, that's definitely a lot tighter than it was before. Like, damn. Let me get it turned around real quick. Actually, the way that a lot of people quickly grind vehicles is they save up those modifications. Like they purposely don't play specific vehicles to save up modifications to get bonuses when they want to upgrade something or when they want to research something. Holy shit. Yeah, this thing just turns on a dime. The problem is that it loses all of its speed and then it gets down to 2 kilometers per hour in first gear. Like, okay. Yeah, 4.7 was always going to be a little bit low for this thing. Actually, what did it come in as? Like 4.3? Like, this thing was dramatically under-tiered when they came in. But I would rather them under-tier something and then up-tier it rather than over-tier something and then have to be forced to down-tier it. Because if they under-tier something, then it's an easy fix. If they over-tier something, then the vehicle is just horrible to play, and it gets the wrong impression from the very beginning. I mean, this thing is a heck of a lot more responsive, I'll tell you that. The best vehicle with the Leyland L60 engine? Probably the Chieftain Mark 10. But even then, the Chieftain Mark 10 lacks thermal sights, so that's kind of dubious. I don't know what it is, but this thing seems to vibrate a lot off-road. Can you guys can you see all that? See how like the vehicle's just vibrating and jumping up and down? It's like this thing has no It's like this thing has zero suspension whatsoever, despite needing to be off-road. I mean, honestly, I think I get the feeling that they have limited the top speed in first gear or something like that, so that you don't flip yourself over, but honestly, if I want to turn that hard and flip myself over, that should be my prerogative, not Gaijin's. Alright, let me re-invite Jan before I forget. You will not be happy with me if I forget. Yeah, same, Engineer. Those were some days, for sure. Why are we still 7.3? Oh, right, because the STRV-81s are now 7.3. Jan, would you be opposed to doing 7.3 instead? You could play your Martyr, if you have it. Well, from what I understand, Sir Skynet, the reason why that wasn't implemented is because they don't even have the fundamental basis for a system like that yet. Yeah, 7.3. World of Tanks did it? Well, you have to keep in mind that World of Tanks introduced wheeled vehicles as a whole new thing to begin with. Like, there weren't wheeled vehicles here and there throughout the game before they introduced them. They introduced them all in one go. And they were a specific mechanic for that specific tech tree. That was it. Like, for that specific tech line. That was all that was all focused around those specific vehicles. The EBR is a very unique vehicle in that it's the first vehicle with that sort of system in the game. And wheeled vehicles up until this point, like Gaijin doesn't have, or doesn't Gaijin's systems right now don't make any distinction between 4-wheeled vehicles, 6-wheeled vehicles, or 8-wheeled vehicles. Like, there are actual serious advantages to having more wheels. But Gaijin doesn't have any of that implemented. Those systems just don't exist currently. Who even is Jan? I'll go cry now. Jan is like one of the biggest supporters of the channel, and a really, really good friend. And I'm not just saying that because he has actually done more than I could ever thank him for, but because Jan is actually a really nice guy and he's fun to hang out with. I don't always get to hang out with people as much as I want to. Partially because I'm more of an introvert. than I let on. But Jan is a fun guy to hang out with. Seriously. Yeah, if we're gonna go 7.3, I'm gonna bring up my SK60B. Damn the repair cost, we're taking the SK60. I just want an EVR with no turret, but rather Charles de Gaulle's coffin on it. Oh god. New French 1.0 premium. Kill people with the sheer power of de Gaulle's stare. And you know he will never ask for money because he is filthy rich. Yeah, you would know, Fire Dragon. Your wallet, give me money? Okay. Yep, wallet. Give him money so he can give it to me. Just like, what's it called? Soviet Womble. Money! I love money! Yeah, I'm aware, Edward. I actually tend to keep up with World of Tanks news a lot more than you'd think. Because I find World of Tanks to be really entertaining to watch. I just can't stand playing it. People like, I really enjoy watching Circumflexes. Circumflexes is fucking hilarious. In virtually whatever he plays. Some of my own routine is based off of Circumflexes. I don't really watch Quickie Baby though. I used to, but it quickly became clear that he was more interested in maintaining his good standing, like his really high standing among the developers, than actually, you know, calling them out for their bullshit. Also, I found his commentaries to get annoying after a little while. But that's not to say that Quickie Baby is a terrible person. It's just that his content is not something I'm particularly interested in. Closed his FTR blog? Oh, yeah. And then Silent Stalker went off to work for Armored Warfare.
Attention to the map.
That went well. I don't know, I sort of grew out of jingles. I watched every single Jingles video for several years. God fucking damn it, these ferns. But yeah, I watched every single Jingles video for many years. And after a while, like, my interest changed. The way that a lot of my interests work is that I like to, when I get into something, I tend to delve super deeply into a subject, learn a ton about it, and then I kind of wander off into something else. Oh. Well, that's not good. My lord, what the heck? Talk about a keyhole shot, Jesus. I mean, look, I don't agree with many people. In fact, many of my own friends are people that I vehemently disagree with on the regular. But not everybody sees things the way that I do, and that's fine. I just picked a scab on my nose and now it's bleeding all over the place. Damn it. It occurs to me that this thing is actually amphibious. Actually, is it? Yes, I believe it is actually. Yeah, it's amphibious. It's very slow, but it's amphibious.
Attention to the map.
We do hold 2 of the 3 objectives, though. Oh, jeez. Where the fuck did my shell go? Come on. I fucking shot that Bradley. Are you kidding me? Damn it! Oh, that's so frustrating. God damn it. And I'm bleeding, too. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Except for me. You got some of that blood for the blood god. All maps, am I right? I didn't exactly put myself in a great situation there. So that's partly on me. But I am a little bit annoyed that the very first 25mm AP round he fired at me took out my cannon breach and made me unable to shoot back. That's really fucking annoying.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Gunnar Gunnarsson?
Thanks, Eagle. Appreciate it.
No, there has been another murder.
Oh no.
No, the victim was my son. You don't seem very upset. We were not close. The killer could be anyone in Helgesund. That's over 7 people. Wait, I'm getting the call. Allow me to slip into fluent English. Hello? Gunnar Gunnarsson? Is it about my son, Gunnar Gunnarsson, son? Understood. I know who the killer was. Who was it? It was you.
Gunnar Gunnarsson. Are you why my grocery store ran out? Yes, that is indeed toilet paper on the back of my turret. There was like a period of like 2 or 3 days where if you bought anything off of the War Thunder store, I think it was like right after the pandemic was over, they were holding like a pandemic sale or something. And if you bought anything during that period of time, you got the toilet paper 3D decoration. Shouldn't forget about the teepee. Very important. My grandma watches these all the time. My mom watches a bunch of, like, nothing but murder mysteries on TV. That and basketball. She's really into basketball. Or really into watching basketball, I should say. I did fuck all this game. I think I'm pissing him off.
Most of the strategic zones are captured.
What the heck is the Sheridan? Ow. Oh, there's the Sheridan. God, that was such a shit game for me. That did not work out very well. It was fake, though. A lot less intelligent people believed it. Yeah, no, it doesn't count as any sort of extra armor. It's purely decoration. Fuck having to pay for a TV license. We don't have any of that shit here. If you don't, if you don't buy a TV, like, even if you buy a TV, it's basically assumed that you're going to pay for, like, TV and internet. So they usually bundle the two together. So, and even if you don't buy into any of that, there's still TV programs that you can watch for free. Granted, they're just, like, a bunch of old people programs, because that's pretty much the only people who watch without cable. But, yeah, if and when I get my own place, I fully plan to not get a TV. Because I just don't see the goddamn point. More expensive than a Netflix subscription? Well, that and I'd rather just watch movies on my own time, and most of the time when I'm watching something, it's on YouTube. Or I'm reading a book. Like, I don't really need to be watching TV, which is just generally bottom-of-the-barrel programming. Any program that you put on television has to appeal between the ages of 8 and 64 or something. Like, it has to be understandable for a huge range of people. And that means you can't really put in any sort of, truly complex information. You've got to just show the basic information there. Otherwise, people get bored and they stop watching. If you don't want to pay it? Wow, that's pretty ridiculous. If I ever do move to Germany and they try to make me pay the TV license and I refuse to pay it, they call that a Nazi. I'm like, okay, alright, nice. Tell that to my grandfather who survived the Holocaust. You're gonna call somebody with Jewish ancestry a Nazi? Nice. How's that gonna go over well for you? Have money nor need for it. Family members were always laughing at us when we came for a visit because it was the only time we saw the TV. I mean, I had a TV growing up, but I quickly found that, like, unless you're really into sports, TV serves no purpose these days, other than bottom-of-the-barrel garbage entertainment. Like, that's the only reason to have TV, is basically watching sports, or you're too dumb to watch YouTube. Beyond that, I see very little point to ever buying a TV in my house. Amazon Prime for YouTube or Netflix. Even then, I'd generally either rather watch at my computer or lay in my bed and watch on my phone. It's just so much more convenient. All right. Another game here. Is that last game sucked? Big donkey balls. Tomorrow I'll be streaming again. But Sunday I'm available. Oh, you gotta get up early on Monday? Fuck. Well, I'm pretty much gonna be available throughout the week. This coming week. You're paid by the government to educate the population with high-quality news, which would otherwise lose against clickbait news. Alright, that's fair. But even still, if I don't own a TV, why should I pay for something I'm not consuming? Like, look, if that's the government's prerogative and they want to do that, that's fine, but no. I don't know. Maybe as an American, I just don't understand this. I'm not, I don't understand this rationale. Why should I pay for something that I'm not using? Well, let's see. I have church in the morning on Sunday, which I have to be there for because I'm their live stream director and so on. I'll be home by about 12 o'clock on my end, Jan. So maybe we'll play, like, when I get back home, we'll play for like 2 or 3 hours. And then we'll have to schedule a different day for a longer session. If Ground RP. Well, if you watch on Twitch, Ethan, I occasionally do squat ups. That's probably your best bet. I tend to not play with people I don't know. Like, it's nothing against you, but I tend to, like, keep the amount of people that I tend to play with on a regular basis to a pretty small group of people. Shitty than the clickbait articles. Yeah. Alright, that works. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, I killed him with... I killed him with the overpressure. Nice meme. I just killed everybody in that tank with an overpressure. What the fuck? Are you also aware of World of Tanks Blitz news? I occasionally hear about it. I don't follow World of Tanks Blitz news. I mostly follow World of Tanks news through a couple of the content creators that I do watch. Or the whatever the heck they call them. Hey Jan, there's a jumbo over there. Oh fuck. Fuck you. I'm actually in a really bad position here. I don't have a lot of cover here.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
This is not ideal. I think my best bet is to just hang out until he leaves. Until he gets bored and leaves. Hell, I'll even let him cross. It means that I get left alone.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna lure him into the open. Oh fuck, that's an Ilan. Nice. I gotta keep an eye out for this Ilan 90.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Come on. There you go. Yeah, careful up here, Jan. There's an Ilan. With that jumbo dead. That Elon must have gone around. Oh shit. God damn it. Of course he's just sitting there around the corner. God fucking damn it. You know what? Screw this guy. Screw this piece of shit. Actually, did they kill him? Yeah, they got him. Or, Jan got him. I heard that they were adding some, like, modern tanks to World of Tanks Blitz or something. Like, World of Tanks Blitz does some really strange stuff. I mean, not always strange, but not always bad. I think Blitz understands better than most that if they're going to that if they're ever going to attract customers, they actually need to make a decent game. Otherwise, people are just going to dismiss it as just a shitty mobile game. So from what I understand, the World of Tanks Blitz is actually a heck of a lot more fun than standard World of Tanks. And you can play it on PC.
Most of the zones are under control.
And you can play it on lower end PCs. Oh. Oh my god, that's a fucking biplane. I am not getting shot down by a goddamn, like, high-wing monoplane. Bye. Bye, bitch. I'm not gonna sit here and turn with you. I know better than that. Gonna run away until he gets bored, and then I'll swing back and hit him with a missile.
Attention to the map.
And rifle. Rifle. Oh, come on. Really? They're not... The proxy fuses aren't working on him. God damn it.
We're ahead of the enemy.
That's kind of annoying. Get up really late on Monday? We're probably going to be playing Eco. I don't know if you have Eco, Vinci. We're probably going to be playing either Eco or Factorio. One of those two. I was really hoping the proxy fuses would work on him, but... And there's no reason they shouldn't have. I'm very confused. If somebody could clip that, I'm gonna send that to the feedback channel and say like, hey, proxy no work. Yeah, it's a game on Steam. You're basically trying to launch a rocket without destroying the environment. It's like a 3D art style. It's interesting. I haven't played it yet, but Jan got it for me, and he says that it's very good. Yes, actually, the SK does have reverse thrusters. I just forgot about it. Yeah. If I press Shift F, then I can... Alright, it says Shift F, so I can pop the reverse thrusters like that. But I was already losing speed pretty rapidly there, and I didn't want to lose so much speed that I just face planted into the ground. It's actually kind of weird because you start slowing down super quickly if you're at full thrust with your reverse thrusters, and your instinct is to push the throttle forward, not pull it back to speed yourself up. It's pretty strange. Yeah, if I do end up playing Enlisted, I'll hit you up, definitely, Venjini. Definitely, Venji. I just plan on playing Eco because, Jan got it for me and we still haven't played it yet. Is it a hard thing for you to master? Honestly, carrier landings really aren't that difficult to do, in War Thunder. Now, in something like DCS, yes, that is a different matter. Carrier landings are one of the most difficult things to do. It is very counterintuitive the way the carrier landing systems are set up. Because you want to adjust your pitch, but the way you adjust, you're basically trying to maintain a glide slope, like a certain angle of attack the entire time that you're coming in to land on the carrier. And the way you adjust the angle of attack is not by pitching up and down, but by using your throttle. But the reaction is slightly delayed, because you'll push the throttle forward, and then it'll take a few seconds, and then you'll overshoot the angle of attack, and then you gotta bring it back, and then you'll undershoot it, and you're just fighting back and forth. Constantly adjusting the throttle. That worked. Shit. Alright, well, I missed that guy. Run away! Oh, nice. Young took care of him. We good. We good. Are carrier landings difficult IRL? Yeah. Carrier landings are one of the most difficult things an aviator can do. In fact, landing on a carrier at night the Navy has recorded stress levels significantly higher landing on a carrier at night than in combat. It is a very it is a balancing act. Like, it is basically like trying to balance a pencil on the tip of your finger. But what the consequences are that if you screw up, then pilots will ridicule you. At best, and at worst, you slam face first into the rear of the carrier and kill yourself. Like, at best, you overshoot it and you go around. But at worst, you slam face first into the carrier and die. So, yeah. Alright, reverse thrusters out. Slow this bitch down. Hey. Oh god. Yeah, although I'm only going to be streaming for another half hour or so. But yeah, carrier landings with modern aircraft are extremely difficult to master. It requires a lot of training and a lot of practice. Because you're trying to land a military jet, like you're trying to land a moving aircraft onto an object that itself is pitching, rolling, and moving in the sea, and you're basically trying to hit a spot on the flight deck, because you can't just land anywhere on the flight deck. You have to land on a certain, basically, grid square on a flight deck that's only a few meters across and only a few meters deep, essentially. I can't remember the exact measurements right now, but it is a very small, very, very small part of the flight deck that you need to hit with your aircraft. Because if you don't, then you either don't catch a wire or you slammed face first into the back of the carrier and probably destroyed the airplane and killed yourself. It's just as much a controlled crash as it is a landing. Yeah, it's really nerve-wracking. At some point, Jacob, I'm not going to make any promises. Right now, YouTube is such a shit platform to try and make content for that I'm really not all that interested in making content on YouTube right now. At least, especially Unicorn Review content, considering that I haven't really been playing very much War Thunder at all recently. Yes, Jan? What is that supposed to mean? Rifle? Oh. There is a jumbo there. Ah, well. Game over anyways. You missed, loser! Alright. already here. Alright, guys, I got time for one more today, and then I'm gonna call it. Alright, Jan. Actually, I'm gonna join you for some Martyr memes. Because I haven't played my Martyr enough, and it's super fun. Do you want to just go to 7.7, Jan, for the final one and just go mouse Martyr combo? As strange as the Martyr is, I actually really like it. Like, it's better than you'd think. It's about what I thought it would be, honestly. That 20mm cannon is really only effective against super light vehicles, and most of what you're facing is not that. But because it's got that strange turret arrangement, it's really easy to go hull down with. And you've got 20 degrees of gun depression, so... I'm gonna go north, Jan, with the mouse. Bruh. Watch Wallet on the enemy team bring his T-28 or T-95.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh, rip. Well, this game could be off to a better start.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Attention to the map.
Bruh. If it's armor, I don't think, in my opinion, a gun like the 128 can't be as effective. The one on the top. What? Edward, English, please. My brain.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Attention to the map.
That's how I feel when you speak German, Miles. I'm not that bad. Oh, fuck you. Have a smoke shell. Wait, why can't I fire either? Eat a dick, AMX! I can't do anything against this guy. Why is my 75 out? Like, why can't I fire the 75mm gun? Oh my goodness gracious.
Attention to the map. Need cover.
Gramercy. The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Oh, that's kind of annoying. Please, pull out again. Oh, shit. SK60B just took out the mortar behind me. Fuck you. Alright. Oh man, Jan is just not having a good time. Oh, okay. That was... what? Oh, okay. He came around the corner. Alright, alright. Fine. Dear Lord. My SPAA abilities are not very good. Alright, well, it doesn't really matter at this point. They're all in our spawn anyways. Oh well. This is gonna be the last one anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, this game was a kind of a disaster. Big sad. Oh, that's the 20 mils. Yeah, I think the other issue with the Martyr is that, like, the targeting speed is pretty good, but for whatever reason or another, my gunner seems incapable of moving horizontally and elevating at the same time in the Martyr. I don't know what kind of bug that is, or why that's a problem. Oh, shit. Come on. I was gonna boom and zoom this guy all day. Oh, okay. Well, that works.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
That targeting stat should be pretty much maxed out, which is why I'm confused. Like, it's not... I don't think it has an ace crew on it, but it shouldn't require an ace crew for it to be able to traverse and elevate at the same time. That targeting stat should be maxed out on that crew. Yeah, I believe the only stats that are missing here are, like, some non-critical ones. Is your account... Like, are you subscribed, Eagle? TwitchShield is only awarded to people who actually subscribe. Like, donations don't count towards that. And is your Twitch account linked? Because it's all done automatically. Like, I can't actually assign that role. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to outturn this guy, so I'm just going to outrun. Hi, Spitfire. Which nation do you think is best for beginners? I think the best nation for beginners is absolutely Russia. Like, without a doubt.
We suffered a defeat. Head back to base.
I like British Air, but their tanks suck? What the fuck are you talking about, man? The Brits are one of the most competitive nations in the game. Holy shit. Like, some of their early stuff isn't very good. I agree there. Like, their tier 1s, not particularly amazing. Tier 2s are actually substantially better. Mid-tier, they're amazing. Tier 4, they're fantastic. Tier 5, they're pretty dang good. Tier 6, they're amazing again. And then Tier 7, they're kind of okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened to those aerobatic smokes. I don't think they ever implemented them. Maybe I just suck. I mean, you've got ridiculously high penetration, and you really, but you really need to know the interiors of the opponents you're fighting. If you don't know that, then it's going to be rough. So you need to study the interiors of the opponents you're fighting, and then place your shots carefully. Ideally, you want to go for shots that will, like, take out the gunner, and then take out their mobility, and then finish them off with a third round. Wherever they have crew remaining. That would be the ideal. Anyways, folks, I'm going to go ahead and call it there for the evening. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Jan, thank you for joining me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be playing some Enlisted tomorrow. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody.